Well, just yesterday we talked about spring cleaning our house. After all, spring is less than a week away and it's nice to tidy things up for the new season. But what about applying that same basic principle to other important aspects of your life? How about spring cleaning your health? You know, it's the small things that can really add up to a big change. And joining us this afternoon with some tips to give you a head start to good health is Amazing Race winner Dr. Natalie Strand. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
I have to ask, how can the start of spring give you a head start on your health?
It's a wonderful time. You know, we think about spring cleaning our house, as you mentioned, but when we think about spring cleaning our health, we can really use it as a time of year to take inventory on all the things that we need to pay attention to. You know, it's a great time to schedule visits with your doctor, with your dentist, anything that you need to do over the next 12 months. Use spring as the time that you always take inventory and schedule those things out for the next 12 months.
And we've been experiencing some warmer weather. We've had cold days too, but we're getting that warmer weather. We can also take advantage of that to help with our health.
Absolutely. Wonderful time to get active. We've been cooped up inside and you know, get outside, start walking, and do something fun with friends. Maybe take archery lessons or start a walking group or take a dance class, whatever it is to make exercise fun and sustainable.
Now, one of the I guess, keys to being successful on the Amazing Race, of course, is preparation. And that holds true
Yes.
for many things in our lives, preventative measures that can help your overall health.
Exactly right. I think, you know, on the race and in daily life, you have to prepare and put some things into place so that you prevent things from becoming bigger problems than they are and just stay healthy. So, you know, as I was talking about scheduling doctor's appointments for the year, but even just thinking about things, you know, how often do we think about our mouth health, really?
Do a lot of people really overlook that?
I think so. People do overlook it. They think just brushing twice a day is enough, and they don't realize that there's actually different levels of bacteria that you can fight with different kinds of toothpaste. So people do overlook that. They overlook going to the dentist. They overlook the link of oral health with things like heart health and diabetes. So it's a very powerful part of overall health to look at that I do think gets overlooked a lot of the time.
Now, sometimes I feel like I am running the Amazing Race every single day of my life. A lot of us, we overschedule our lives a bit, and we're just running around. Is that really harmful to our health, do you think?
Absolutely. I think stress is probably the #1 most harmful health risk that most people deal with on a daily basis. So, you know, it's important to not just rest, but to relax. People confuse the two. Sitting in a chair, zoning out, watching television might be resting in a way, but it's not relaxing. It's not tension relieving. So people should really try to be healthy in a smart way and not in a harder way. So as you said, we have so much on our plates, but let's figure out 5-10 minutes to just de-stress, let muscle tension go, try to do 5 minutes of deep breathing or meditation or whatever gets you truly relaxed, not just rested.
Right, right. And speaking of, I guess, just running around, of course, I can't let you go without asking you about your experience on the Amazing Race. Tell us what that was like.
It was absolutely incredible. I think that one of the things I love to tell people is that I was a big fan of the show before and very happy to know that it's completely legit. There's not editing and retakes and all of that kind of stuff. It's truly what it looks like, a crazy, weird, wacky, wild, and hard race around the world covering over 30,000 miles in just 22 days.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. It was very intense.
The Amazing Race is certainly amazing. Thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us this afternoon. And of course, if you missed anything that Dr. Natalie Strand talked about or would like to learn more, log on to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab.
Well, that's some great advice, Lisa, on how to spring clean our health. Dr. Strand mentioned you want to pay attention to your oral health. Well, how about what you're putting into your mouth to make it clean? Your toothbrush. Research shows your toothbrush can have as many as 10 billion microbes on it at any given time. You want to put that in perspective? One dentist recently said toothbrushes can act as a lightning rod for bacteria, viruses, and even what we call fungi or mold and mildew. So, how do our toothbrushes get so grimy? Do you keep your toothbrush near your toilet? Well, just in case you need a little reminder, every flush can send fecal matter shooting into the air and landing on your toothbrush. Experts suggest keeping your toothbrush at least 6 feet away from the toilet. Also, those plastic holders that you might store your toothbrush in can grow viruses and bacteria. Experts suggest using a fabric toothbrush shield instead. And you may think you're sterilizing your toothbrush by putting it in the microwave. You are actually heating the plastic on the brush, okay? That can expose you to the chemical BPA, which has been linked to a number of health problems. Instead, experts say use lukewarm water and soap to rinse out your toothbrush. Also, don't make the mistake of thinking your toothpaste will disinfect the brush. As a matter of fact, experts say normal toothpaste has no impact on brush bacteria. And by the way, dental experts recommend buying a new toothbrush at least 4 times a year. Now, while we are talking about making things fresh, how about pulling some fresh vegetables from the garden? And as they say, the more the merrier. How getting your kids or grandkids involved in the process can lead to a lifetime of healthy living. And when it comes to the garden, if you don't know where to start, gardening expert Jenny Rosenkrantz to the rescue. How you can get things going inside before you plant them outside. Double Up Life, we'll be right back.